Pizza just like the one from an Italian pizzeria, but homemade. I'll show you all the tricks. Let's start with the poolish, which is a pre-dough you make the day before. It's very simple. We use a strong flour with a W value over 300. This means it has more protein and therefore a greater ability to absorb water. And it's perfect for these highly hydrated doughs. First, we dissolve the yeast in the water. In a large bowl, we pour in the flour and the water with yeast. We make the poolish because it improves the maturation and structure of the dough. So our pizza will turn out beautiful and airy. See? It should have this consistency. Let this rest for about an hour at room temperature, then it goes in the fridge for about 18 to 20 hours. See you tomorrow. There we go. A night has passed and our poolish has even formed bubbles. I'm going to use the stand mixer to help me out because I want a nice consistency. Smooth, a very elastic dough, just like at a pizzeria. Let's start with our poolish. Flour, yeast, and now let's gently knead the dough thoroughly and carefully. Let's add the salt. I add a drop of water just to help it dissolve. Okay, 15 minutes have passed. Let's take a look at the dough. Let's move our dough onto the work surface. I'm using this steel base, which is perfect for highly hydrated doughs. Now I'll do a few folds and let it rise for about an hour. I'll move it into a bowl and cover it with plastic wrap. And now let it rest. See you later. We're ready. Now let's divide our dough and shake 4 balls. We're going to fold it onto itself, basically, see? We take the edge and tuck it inside. And we close it up like this. I divide them into 4 equal pieces and place them on a baking tray. I cover them with plastic wrap, but not tightly. And now we let them rise again for another hour. Now we cut the mozzarella and put it in the fridge. This way it releases all the excess liquid and our pizza won't be watery. For the sauce, we crush them by hand, like real pizzaiolos, and season with a drizzle of oil, a bit of salt, and a few torn basil leaves. Here they are. Look how beautiful and risen they are. Now let's go ahead and stretch them out. We use remilled semolina so the crust comes out a bit more rustic and crunchy. We gently press it out until it takes the shape of a pizza. Now we top it only with the tomato sauce we prepared earlier, and a drizzle of oil. We don't add the cheese yet because otherwise it would burn. We'll add it later. I'm using a pizza stone. With the oven at its highest temperature, the important thing is to preheat it for 40 minutes on convection mode. Let's put it in the oven. Now we set it to static mode. After the first 10 minutes, we add the mozzarella and Parmesan. I move it to the top rack and turn on the broiler. And what if you don't have a pizza stone? Well, there are 2 ways. Number 1, you can put the pizza on a baking tray and place it on the lowest rack of the oven. Once it puffs up, follow the same steps, putting it on the top rack with the broiler on. Number 2, You can let it puff up in a non-stick pan over high heat and then transfer it to the oven. Let's take a look. It's so good. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite flavor? Maybe I'll make it next time.
Ciao!